The Monarch series is brought to you by Sissons, Colour by Sissons, and Netherlands Insurance, proud supporter of the arts. Welcome to this week's episode of The Monarch. And on this week's show, I have joined me the 5-time Soca Monarch, of course, Jalon Boyzie Olive. He's going to talk a little bit about his career thus far, and of course, he's going to take it a little deeper than usual. Stay tuned for our conversation right here on this week's episode of The Monarch. Welcome back. Of course, we are continuing with our Monarch series for the month of August. And when you talk about monarchs, I mean, this next guest is a true monarch. 5-time Soca Monarch. I have joining me on this episode for this week, Jalon Boyzie Olive. Jalon, how you doing? People don't normally call you Jalon, have you?
Nah, people already call me Jalon. I mean, you have a couple who call me Jalon, but very few.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. You're finally getting to sit and chat with me, man. Because you're a busy man, you know.
Definitely.
So I'm very grateful that you're making time for me today. Mm-hmm. So let's chat. You know, I've always wanted to ask you this question. When you were a little boy growing up, somebody said, Jalon, what would you like to be when you grow up? What was your answer?
Well, back then I used to be interested in cricket. And I'm a former national under-15 captain, and I played for the Windward Island as well in the West Indies under-15 tournament. You know, so cricket was my passion, but I also wanted to sing as well, you know. Because I mean, growing up around the great Elymus Gilbert, we knew him as Inspector, you understand? He was actually my neighbor, so everything actually stemmed from there, because I really have music in my family too, you know. So
that's right.
Everything actually stemmed from there.
That's right. Your first time in front of an audience, and this is not, this could go way back, school party or school fair, or I want you to take it the first time you were on stage doing your thing.
I would say school. Mm-hmm. I would say school. I think you had a talent day in school, because I went to St. Patrick's RC, so we had a talent day, and that is where everything, you know, that is when I really thought of doing music basically.
Yeah.
And I reach up on stage, started entertaining. I think it was a Christmas party. Yeah, and everybody started singing Parang, and you know, it was a real nice vibe from there. And I say, you know what, maybe I could do the both, but I ended up doing just music.
Yeah, wow. Growing up and performing, and then realizing that you had a knack, you had a special energy and a special vibe, so to speak, for performing, for music. Was there anyone in the industry at the time, or even right now, one person, two persons that you truly admired, specifically soca artists?
Yeah, man, most definitely. Well, the great Inspector, as I called him earlier, he was one of the biggest inspiration for me, you understand? Actually growing up watching Specky win crown after crown, titles after titles, you understand? So he actually brought a joy to me, you know, and I wanted to win a crown one day. And here I am today with 5 Soca Monarch, 2 OECS Monarch, you know, wow. And the list just goes on.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing.
Soca Monarch, me ask, what you gonna do if you want the trade? DJ give up, so you might be the plane. You can come again, cause you want the trade. What imagine? You breaking them fall, they have in a ball. You missing the fit, so you get enough space. My advice to you, just gather the crew, and then what we go, bad people, pass on the plane, pass on the train, pass on the road, pass anywhere we dey, now we have one get what we need them up, bad people, pass on the, pass on the, pass on the, pass anywhere we dey, now we have.
us back. When did you win? How old were you when you won your very first Soca?
A teenager, I can't remember the exact age, I think it's 18, 19.
Wow.
18, 19.
What was the experience like for you? First time?
It was a great experience where if I could retract my memory properly, I remember walking out on stage, you know, walking out on stage and that very movement. I sang a song, Mass Everywhere. Reach up to the crowd and as I walk through the stage, you know, I saw the crowd rise now, and that is when I realized, hey,
Yeah.
we're about to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Soca wanna tell them, mass anywhere we don't go we are. It's back and all, we never bad people.
The regional titles that you've won. Tell me about the experience.
Well, it was a great experience. It's actually the Arrow.
Yeah.
You know, it was a OECS Monarch. It was a tribute to Arrow. So, you know, I was nominated as the Monarch from Grenada to go and take part. You know, so going and represent my country, everything I do it to the best of my ability. You understand? So when I went out there, I had nothing in my mind than to do it to the best of my ability, and you know, but you know, we're going for the crown. You understand? As small as it is, we're going and do it. You understand? And came out victorious in the very first one, so it was a blessing.
As a soca artist, Boyzie, what would you say is the most fulfilling part of being a soca artist? Most fulfilling aspect for you?
Well, to bring smile on people's faces, you understand? Music on a whole is a joy, you understand? Music supposed to uplift you. If a song doesn't uplift you, then, you know, you're not doing, well, if it doesn't uplift the fans, the people, then you're not doing something right, you understand? You have to at least have a song that can uplift somebody or make somebody day better, you understand? So, seeing the joy on people's faces when I come out and perform, you know, is one of the moments that has made my heart heavy, you know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I know you love to make people feel good. You love giving back. I know you partnered with Digicel because you're also an ambassador with Digicel as well. How was that for you? I know I've spotted a few instances where you were amongst people who really were in dire need of help. You know, what did that do to you, to your heart, to you as a person?
It made me feel good as a person, you understand? That the fact that I could give back as small as it is, you understand? Because we might be fortunate, some of us might be fortunate enough to at least go in the supermarket and buy a pack of chicken, you understand? Some people mightn't even eat for days, you understand? So even if it's a teen sad himself, you understand? Seeing the appreciation on people's faces when the hampers was given away. You understand? It must bring a joy to me, especially, you know. Boy, it's a kind of moment. Huh?
It is.
It's a kind of moment, definitely.
And I think it also makes you realize that there's so much more going on outside of your,
definitely.
You know, what you are aware of.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's a big deal.
It makes you appreciate life more.
Exactly.
You understand? It makes you appreciate life more. It makes you appreciate people more and people's feelings more. You understand? Because someone might be smiling, but you never know what they're going through. You understand? So not every smile means happy. You understand? Sometimes you just smiling to shadow the hurt inside now. You understand? So you might see somebody every day, but you might not know. You understand? I might see you every day, and you might be going through pain, but you always with a smiling face, so everybody will say, I always say Lexana, she happy, but a smile doesn't mean you're happy.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
A smile just means, it's just a mood changer at the moment.
Yeah. True. Let's talk about how you changed 5 years ago to now. How I know a lot has changed for you in terms of your career, but Jalon, the person, compared 5 years ago to now, how have you changed?
Changing a huge way, because I'll tell you something. Me 5 years ago, let's say like I was a little more hasty then. You understand? Jalon before was a little more hasty. You understand? And as we say, age brings wisdom. You understand? So with age and maturity, you know, it comes at different stage in life that you get to appreciate life more. Because I will tell you something. Let's say before I wouldn't go the street, you know? I won't go the street and make much talk with people, be around this one, be around that one, and then, you know, then I get to appreciate people more. Because especially in this virus time now, you understand? This COVID-19, the pandemic actually taught me as a person a lot. You understand? As you get to appreciate family more. You get to put down the phone, you understand? And get to have a conversation, a one-on-one conversation, a face-to-face conversation. Because before, we all in our group. So all are we in our group, and guess what? We might be there talking, but we texting now. You understand? So the 5 hours we here, we might only talk for like half an hour. Because the rest of it actually finishes on the phone. Posted into WhatsApp, IG, you know, Facebook. Nobody not really checking on, hey, we here, and back in the days here what going on. That's what we used to do. So we used to live life, you know, we used to have fun, go run in the past, yeah, go do something like that. It's no more. You understand? So the whole thing just changed. So you understand, as much as we don't like COVID, I must appreciate COVID to an extent, because it make me appreciate people and family a little more.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. Folks, we're going to take a short commercial break right now, just letting you know that it is a Monarch series, and of course I have a true Monarch with me here today. Jalon, Boyzie, Olive. Boyzie is, I know, I keep saying his entire name and he keeps smiling, but we're going to continue our conversation right after this.
Soca Monarch, one drop, they go there when I say my feelings go reveal. This day I'm no chill, I go in for the kill, all my warriors in race. Because I said they cannot stop everybody. Supporting people, send Davis people, send Max people. Stadium, I wanna see you.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Say ready to this. I come out to mash up. Say come to this battle. I come to this joy. I come to flatten. I come to mash up. Say come to this. When no worries is stadium, so come on and just put you. Show me up. Put a left. Everything. Your hand up. Show me up. No. Take out your rag and all you. I turn it on the bottom. Battle. Battle. Just turn it on the bottom.
Welcome back. We've been having some moments off camera, but we are back, and Boyzie is with me. We're continuing to discuss his career and, you know, just the man himself behind the music and behind all the excitement that takes place on stage. Your responsibility, Boyzie, as a public figure to the youth. How do you feel about that?
Well, as I say, it brings joy, you understand? Because once I could empower somebody, I will do it, you understand? Because many youths in my age, you understand? My age group, they're on a different path in life. Not everybody chose music, not everybody chose, that type of life to be in a positive way in life, you understand? So, as much as a man might, as I said earlier, you never know what a person is going through. You understand? So, a man he probably might know how to deal with a situation.
Yeah.
So he might choose another route, you understand? So, I mean, once I could talk to him and say, hey, here we go, try and do this and try and do that, and, try to choose violence. You could try and talk it out, have a moment to yourself. The little things that matter in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one is the little things that matter in life. So, once I could empower somebody, I will.
Yeah. Do you ever have people reaching out to you on that note?
Yeah, many times. You have people who reach out to me and talk, you understand? Or they go into this, they go into that. And it actually make me sit and realize, you know what, everybody have different reasons in life. You understand? Maybe I'm not just a artist per se. You understand? Maybe I have as I always tell my mommy back then too, I have a purpose in life. You understand? So maybe it's just my purpose now.
Yeah. St. Patrick's. St. Patrick's. Hello to the folks in St. Patrick's.
Please.
St. Patrick's is known as one of those parishes that has given birth to some truly talented and dynamic, creative talents. How do you feel about people when they say St. Patrick's have it?
Is that good?
We talk about Spanky, we talk about Lily Spark, and we talk about Electrify, we talk about Terra, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we bless up the road, We're blessing in outside. We call it Crown City. Yeah, we call it Crown City. Some call it Crown Town, you understand?
I know.
It's a blessing because to come out around the great inspector, we have Lady CNT, we have Scholar,
yes.
We have Biko, we have who we have Shari, we have Terra the Governor, Lunis Park Electrify.
Wow.
Just to name a few. You understand? So,
and not forgetting Carnival Queens as well, by the way.
Ashida,
we
have Nakita, we have Alejandra, we have
there's a lot. And Rihanna, who didn't win Queen Show, but she is.
We have Nyanka, we have
Samuel.
we
have goosebumps talking about these young women here.
Yeah. So full of natural talent,
For real.
Spicing it outside.
You've collaborated with quite a few impressive artists. What would be your ultimate dream collaboration? Who would that person be, whether male or female?
To be honest, I never really thought of it.
Well, think about it now.
Never really thought of it because music is our mission.
Yes.
And we have many roads to cross, We have, I say shoot for the stars. If you miss, you might hit the moon. You might hit anywhere.
But you still have to answer the question, I know. So you can just give me... I mean, it doesn't, just...
It could be anybody,
It could be
It could be anybody. I want to collaborate with a crossover artist, maybe an Afro artist. So maybe Davido, or one of them. Because I don't just look at music. I don't just look at soca music. I just look at music in general, music that moves me. I love, anybody know me, I love Afro.
Yeah.
Afro is my type of music. You understand? So I love Afro music to my heart. You understand? True African blood. True African blood.
You are the king of soca, right? But would you ever consider Dimash Girl?
I thought of it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I just leave it like that.
I could see you thinking, though. You're like, I wonder.
I actually wanted to do it, Like
never say never, I guess.
A couple years ago, I actually messaged, was Scholar's my a former teacher, from a secondary school teacher. So we actually had a conversation on it, but boy,
Yeah, no,
just
I
come
know.
to pass.
I know.
But you never know. You
never know. There might just be a moment in time that your mood and your energy and your emotion. Yep.
But anytime I sit down to write a good calypso, I write a good calypso.
Yeah. What about the international soca?
I made the semi-final like 3 times before.
A few times.
Yeah, but you know, my ultimate goal is not really soca Monarch no more. You understand? I just find that I reach a point that I actually prove it all.
Yeah.
You understand? I did it all. I proved actually everything that many thought I couldn't.
Yeah.
You understand? Being the first to win 3 consecutive soca Monarchs. The first to reach 5. You understand? The first to actually reach 4. Being the first Grenadian to win an OECA soca Monarch. So it was like, I don't think I really had nothing to prove again. You know? Cyber was a shot I took to see like, okay, being out of the crowd a minute, how the energy gonna be like, and we went and we conquered Cyber Monarch.
Girl, I wanna jam the whole night with you alone. And I mean that, baby, I don't need another lady. Yeah. Come let me take you up to a higher zone. Later then we take it on. Yeah. In this wine, girl, I'm giving you all of this. Make sure you can handle. Say, baby, I ain't leaving nothing out. Yeah, I'm giving you all of this. Make sure you can handle it. Whoa, you ask me no question. I don't tell you, I give you permission. So you break it, the first is the mission. Then you can pull up. Hey, can you see that fence over there? That cooler over here. Bring it closer, bring it closer, bring it closer. You see that crew over there? Powder in the air, that's the powder now. I'll come to me, give it powder. Right, right, right. Say, come to me, give it powder. Yes. Right, right.
I really don't think like Soca Monarch is really the answer right now.
Yeah.
So international Soca Monarch here. I mean, big up to every artist who want to take part and push you for international Soca Monarch and so forth. But you know, we have bigger fish to fry. Basically.
So, you know, you're speaking here and you might be getting your fans worried. Are you retiring from competition? Are you considering? Are you coming back 2022? Hopefully, if there's Spice Mass. Are you... Hope I'm not putting my... Yeah.
Yeah. 2019 might be my last.
Yeah.
You understand? But Soca Monarch is always there to my heart.
Yeah.
But all you know me already, you know. So I just always say, hey, and I take him, but only things that juke me.
There you go.
Return.
There you go. What's next for you? I know a lot of artists are now preparing for, you know, ventures outside of our borders. Are you going to do the same?
Well, I'm supposed to head up to England in the next week and a half. You know, going and do Dreamland Juvie. And supposed to shoot across America come back Grenada, then go to America. So, I mean, we have a couple tours planned, you know, a couple shows, everything planned off. So, but you know, with the pandemic, everything is a little more difficult. So,
yes.
you still have to protect yourself.
That's right.
You understand? You still have to protect yourself, be mindful, be COVID-19 smart, and, you know, follow the protocols and so forth. But at the end of the day, you still have to live.
You got to do what you got to do.
Because how I see it, COVID is not going away anytime soon. You understand? So it's either you live with it or you live with it.
Yeah.
You understand? So no matter if, because look, you do what you have to do, it's still coming, it's still here. You understand? We've been doing what we have to do and it's still here.
Yeah.
You understand? So basically it goes to show that we cannot really run away from it. You understand? So family have to feed, so you gotta live. You gotta live. You just gotta protect yourself and live. You understand? So everybody who listening, I want to tell you protect all yourself. I still go my shop though. But you gotta live. You know, you gotta live with it.
You
basically.
have to.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
have to.
I know they go talk, no mean them about to call, but Up the starting block, as we reach you no master. I just want to know what's your intention. Tell me what's your intention. My intention is to wreck the place. Let's give a demonstration time to release the master. Problems when we reach this set. As you see me, as the masqueraders them reach, we come to let them know, let them know, let them know that it's over now. We trample in everything that we meet on the streets. Everything from the bottom will be there. I just want to turn it. Just turn up the sound.
You know, this is a lovely setting here. The sun is beginning to set on us, and I'm going to close out with my final question to you, Jalon. Describe your emotion when you're on stage, commanding the audience and just bringing everything that you have for your fans. What is that one feeling that takes over Boyzie?
You have many, you understand? My heart smiles.
Really?
Yeah, my heart smiles. You
Because you're in
understand?
your zone.
The stage is my happy place. You understand? And if I could take you back to 2019 real quick, I remember, you know, making my entrance to Soca, Monarch. I actually passed below the stage. So, you know, pass through the crowd and all that. Not below the stage, but through the crowd, sorry. To the back of the stadium, and while walking out, you know, I actually seen a fan like crying, a boy. I couldn't even watch out because, you know, I had to go and do my thing, and I don't focus on my ultimate goal already, you understand? So I wasn't trying to shift my focus and crying, videos, this and that. I actually saw one drop down right in front of me and say, my king, you have to do it this year, you know, and so forth. So when you hear one person can bring so much joy and so much, let me say, liveliness to the fans and to someone, you understand, is a real blessing, and it's emotions, you know. When the emotions and everything start to kick in, you know, it's a different scene. So walking through the crowd, from saying my first word, as I said, the crowd started to chant Madras, 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 and from there I could see the elevation for the crowd, you know, people start to go wild. As I stepped on the stage and I said my first word, I said lion, then it was a different story.
Inside are you leaning on? I leaning on the one side. Inside are you leaning on? I'm on the back and outside. What you doing? What you thinking on the thought and done? This is true. Whoa, they gon' take what they get. I hope they don't fret. Problem in the fret. Drama inside the people's head. You're making a statement. It was the repeat threat. All you just a pet. How we coming? I'm coming. Try tell them if I'm not coming.
That's fantastic. I want to thank you for joining me today on
Definitely.
TV to show a different side. You know, we gotta jump up and do two little thing and but
Come today.
I mean, look at this, right?
Come today.
Look at this. So I'm really grateful that you made some time for us today. Thank you so much, and I'm very sure that your fans would love this conversation.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
So thanks again. All the best for your future endeavors, and keep us posted, man. Let us know what's happening.
I will keep you in the loop.
Hello, my fans are coming. Sit down there. Laughing. Fall in love with the thing down there. I love you, you know. Marius from my heart, you know. Big up to every bad squad. BSC bad squad. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Every time.
But we say respect on the girls, you know. So.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Well, folks, that was our show for today. Thank you so much to Jalon Boyzie Olive for stopping by and sharing his story on the Monarch series. Don't forget to check out all our social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, don't forget to comment and like on our Facebook page as well. Until next time, we'll see you right here on Lexan TV, where it's all about life. Take good care. Bye-bye.
Stadium! I love you!